Hey, how's it going? Let's check out what's been making news. Harry Potter himself and some other familiar faces have joined forces. They're bringing some magic to young people who are stuck at home during the COVID-19 lockdown. It's part of J.K. Rowling's online reading initiative, which is all about keeping kids educated and entertained.
Make celebrities read book.
Yep, that magic spell us fans have been working on to get celebrities to read the first Harry Potter book to us. It's finally worked. We're magic. Or it's most likely coincidental.
Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much.
You see, it's part of the online hub, Harry Potter at Home, which J.K. Rowling helped launch to cast a vanishing charm on boredom and to get kids reading, writing and making arts and crafts while they're stuck at home and can't go to school. Fans are super excited that the boy wizard himself, Daniel Radcliffe, kicked the readings off with the first chapter today. Readings of all 17 chapters of the first book are set to be released weekly, with different celebs like Eddie Redmayne and David Beckham reading each chapter.
I gotta say, this is much cooler than when my mum read the book to me. No offense, Mum. Don't let Mum see that last thing I said. I hope that worked.
Training has kicked off for all NRL clubs today, but one team in particular is having a bit of trouble finding a place to call home. Because Victoria's not allowing sports training in their state, the Melbourne Storm headed just over the border to Albury in New South Wales to train instead. But when they got there, the local council basically said they didn't want them there and voted to stop the club using any of the facilities it looked after, including the rugby field. For now, the Storm's training on a ground used by a local Aussie rules club in preparation for the start of their season later this month, and Wagga Wagga's invited them to their neck of the woods to train instead. We've been hearing a lot recently about how Australia's doing a pretty good job dealing with COVID-19. But how's it been for kids in other countries?
Hello, my name is Azam. I'm 16 years old. I study in school and I'm in Year 9. During this lockdown, I'm staying at home and studying. I also created a group chat with my friends so we can study together. I'm taking care of my personal hygiene and my siblings and playing games with them so they don't go out. Drawing is one of my hobbies, so I've been drawing at home. Sometimes I watch educational TV shows too.
Hello everyone, my name's March and I'm 16 years old. One of the things I do when I'm bored is household chores. Now that we're done with those, let's check online to see if I have an assignment. I have one. My teacher asked us to answer and finish a quiz. The last thing I'm going to do is show you what I do with my family. Whether we're in quarantine or not, our favourite thing to do together is eat.
Well, I'm a little bored here. I miss school and seeing my friends. Right now, I'm going to show you how we're dealing with it. There are no children in the streets or in the park that we have here. What have you missed most?
I miss school and going to study and not being in here all the time.
Well, everyone, goodbye. I hope you wash your hands really well.
It's safe to say that life right now is a bit unusual, so let's check out some people doing things differently. Why is that bride running? And why are all these cars beeping so much? Well, it turns out this is the way to get married now, according to this couple in Germany. They had their wedding at a drive-in cinema, and all the cars are their family and friends. The celebrant was none other than their local mayor, who hosted the ceremony separated by a clear plastic screen. Way to do things differently, guys. Fans lined the seats of this baseball stadium in South Korea, hotly anticipating the return of their beloved baseball season. Or at least a bunch of faces printed on banners. No actual fans were allowed in. Instead, they all watched from home via video link. To kick things off, 9-year-old Lee did something a little different for the first pitch. Zipped up inside a massive baseball bubble, he made his way across the ground towards the catcher. And finally, Zoo Atlanta in the US has announced the birth of this baby hooded vulture. The hooded vulture is critically endangered, so to give it its best chance of surviving, they decided to use a sock puppet to help raise the chick. Which basically stops it from growing up thinking it's a human and not a vulture. That's all we've got time for today, but we'll be back again tomorrow. See you then.